Hi guys, I'm Anvesha and I welcome all of you to my channel Aspiring Banker Anvesha. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get notified for the upcoming videos. Today I'm going to talk about Unacademy Combat mock test. Okay, before starting, fillers for your mains examination. So this mock test is a free mock test which is going to start on the 20th of December at 10 a.m. The link is given in the description box. Please go to the link and enroll in the test series, and also use the coupon code Annie while enrolling. This mock test series is absolutely for free. Use the coupon code Annie to get it for free. Okay. Now the next thing is this mock test has been curated by the top educators of Unacademy, and also there are exciting prizes. The first prize, that is the candidate who is going to rank 1, who is going to secure the first rank, will get 50,000 rupees Amazon gift voucher. Then the next one is 40,000 rupees Amazon gift voucher, and the minimum prize amount is 1,000 rupees. So it is really an exciting opportunity, and I want all of you to take this test and test yourself, and also take this opportunity and earn something. Okay, this can be your earning just before joining your bank job, right? So you can use this money for buying something useful for yourself, like a tab or a laptop for watching online classes, or you can buy something for your parents. So I think this is really a golden opportunity. Don't let it go. Use the coupon code Annie to unlock the free mock test series. The link is given in the description box. Make sure to click the link and go there and enroll. Now, if you're a first-time user of Unacademy, that is, if you haven't ever logged into their site, you can download the app and log in. And after that, to unlock all the free content, that is, there are many free videos, free quizzes. To unlock all the free content, use the coupon code Annie. Okay, you will be required to enter a code. You can use this code. Also, if you are willing to purchase Unacademy Plus subscription, you can use this coupon code Annie to get a 10% off, right? Okay, so now let's start today's session. This is the first one. In the dash of the 2008 financial crisis, the British government sought to stabilize the economy and support the dash financial sector by cutting public spending. Okay. The Queen was unable to dash the young prince from his sleep quickly and flee from the dash castle. Okay. Now here you have two blanks. Okay. Two blanks. And in the second sentence also you have two blanks. Right. So you have to choose a word, choose an option where the first word will fit the first blanks of both the sentences. The second word will fit the second blanks of both the sentences. Okay, this is the question. Let's see. In the, here what do you have? The. So you need a noun in the first blank. Okay. If you look at the second sentence, here you have two. So you need a V1. This means that for the first blank, you need such a word which can behave both as a noun and as a verb. Okay. So let's see. Stir. Stir is only a verb and cannot act as a noun. So wrong. Awaken. Awaken can act only as a verb and not as a noun. Wrong. Wake, yes. Wake can act both as a verb and as a noun. When wake acts as a noun, it means event. Okay. In the wake of COVID-19, in the wake of the financial crisis. So wake can act as a noun. When it acts as a noun, it means event. When it acts as a verb, it means to rouse someone from sleep. Okay, fine. Event can act event can act only as a noun. So this is wrong. Rouse can act only as a verb. So this is also wrong. Okay, so your answer is option C. Only with the help of grammar we can solve this question. But now I'll go into the meanings of all the words and the sentence as well. In the dash of the 2008 financial crisis, in the wake of the, that is in the event of the 2008 financial crisis, the British government sought to stabilize, so the British government wanted to stabilize the economy and support the dash financial sector by cutting public spending. So dash financial sector, this is a noun. This sector is a noun. So dash financial sector, the British government wanted to support the dash financial sector. Here you need an adjective, okay. So the British government wanted to support the beleaguered financial sector. Okay. Next, the queen was unable to wake the young prince. That is, the queen was unable to rouse the young prince from sleep, from his sleep quickly and flee. Flee means to run away. Flee from the dash castle. Again, noun. The castle is a noun. So here you need an adjective. And flee from the beleaguered castle. Now, what is the meaning of beleaguered? What is the meaning of this word? The meaning of this word, there are actually two meanings. The first meaning is a difficult situation, a bad situation, okay? Adjective. And the second meaning is beleaguered. The second meaning is surrounded by army. This is also an adjective. Okay, so here flee from the dash castle. So the castle was surrounded by army, and that's why the queen wanted to run away with the young prince. Okay, here the condition of the financial sector is not good, very bad, and that's why we are terming it as beleaguered, difficult. Okay, fine. Now besieged. Besieged means what? Besieged means surrounded by army. Okay, surrounded by army. Fine. Crippled. Crippled means what? Broken. Crippled means broken. Handicapped. Paralyzed. Paralyzed means also handicapped, not functioning well, malfunctioning. Crippled, malfunction. Okay, so crippled and paralyzed, synonyms. Okay, fine. So option C is your answer. Next question. The wealthy houses belonging to the dash wool trade had often made large loans to English monarchs and had in return received dash treatment. The dash economy of sea trade demanded new navigation tools and dash Copernicus's simple system with the sun at the center. Okay, fine. So we will start with the second one. Okay, the dash economy. The dash economy. Economy is a noun, right? The plus noun. So here you need an adjective for modifying the noun economy. The dash economy of sea trade demanded new navigation tools and. So here and then blank. Okay, so from here we can say that we need to maintain parallelism. So here what do we have? Here we have a verb in the second form. Okay, so here also you need a verb in the second form to maintain parallelism, right? Okay, so adjective plus V2. Adjective plus V2. So in the second blank we need V2. So let's see. If we look at option C, superior. Superior is an adjective. Wrong. Option D, partial. Partial is an adjective. Wrong. Option E, special. Special is an adjective. Wrong. We need V2. Preferential, adjective. Wrong. So option B is your answer. We solved it so easily with the help of grammar. Just see. This is the magic, the power of grammar. Okay. But we will see, we will look at the meaning. Okay. The wealthy houses belonging to the dash wool trade. Wool trade, this is a noun. So the wealthy houses belonging to the dash wool trade. So wool trade must be very profitable, right? And that's why the wealthy houses belong to the wool trade. Yes. So lucrative means what? Lucrative means attractive. Attractive. When is something attractive? Something is attractive when it gives some profit. Okay. So the wealthy houses belonging to the lucrative wool trade had often made large loans to English monarchs. So these wealthy houses gave loans to English monarchs and had in return received. And because these wealthy houses gave large loans, provided large loans to the English monarchs, they received dash treatment. What kind of treatment did they receive? Favored treatment. So here in the first one, favored is an adjective, acts as an adjective participle. Okay, acts as an adjective. V2 acting as an adjective. V2 or V3 acting as an adjective. Okay. So this is a noun. Treatment is a noun and here you need an adjective. Okay. Now the dash economy. The lucrative economy of sea trade demanded new navigation tools. So the economy of sea trade was very attractive and it demanded new navigation tools and favored Copernicus's simple system with the sun at the center. And favored means what? And it preferred this system. Now here it is V2 and not an adjective. Here it is a verb. Okay. So this word acts both as an adjective and as a verb. Right. So option B is your answer. Okay. Progressive means what? Progressive means forward in thoughts. Okay. Advanced in thoughts. Advanced. Progressive means advanced. Unconventional. Unconventional means uncommon, not very common, not commonly used. Okay. Yes. Next question. If society dash AI with a more open mind, the technologies emerging from the field could dash transform society for the better in the coming decades. The young adults who experienced two different mathematics teaching dash developed dash different relationships with mathematics knowledge. Okay. If society dash AI with a more open mind, the technologies emerging from the field could dash transform society. Could dash transform, could plus V1. So this is V1. Transform is a verb in the first form. So could plus V1. So what will you keep here? An adverb. You need an adverb here for modifying the verb transform. Okay. So here in the second blank, we have adverbs in all the options. So we cannot rule out from here. The young adults, the second sentence, the young adults who experience two different mathematics teaching dash teaching what? Teaching methods, right? Teaching methods. So here you need a word which denotes methods. So teaching uses is incorrect. Teaching views, incorrect. Teaching processes, two different mathematics teaching processes. No, two different mathematics teaching approaches. Okay, let's see, either processes or approaches, any one. Two different mathematics teachings handles. No, this is incorrect. Okay. Now, two different mathematics teaching dash developed dash different relationships. Developed continually different relationships. Developed profoundly different relationships. Profoundly means what? Strongly. Continually means what? In a continuous way. Right? Relentlessly. Continually means relentlessly. In the second blank here, we can either use continually or profoundly. Profoundly means what? Strongly. Developed strongly different relationships with mathematics knowledge. Developed continuously. This can also be used. Okay. But if you look at the first sentence, if society processes AI, no. Society approaches AI with a more open mind. Society will approach AI, not process AI. Okay. The technologies emerging from the field could dash transform society for the better. So this could strongly transform society for the better. So from this we can say that option D is the correct one. Okay, D is the correct answer. Fine. Okay, now we will go to the next question. This is the last question. Many political and business leaders recognize that dash within a rapidly changing global economy requires more dash workers. Okay. What Greece really needs is to co-join democracy, dash and security. Democracy is a noun, security is a noun. Here you have and, so here also you need a noun. Okay. Democracy, dash and security in a dangerous mutable world with the help of dash citizens and responsible institutions. Dash citizens, citizens is a noun. Here you need an adjective. Here workers, this is a noun. Here you need an adjective. Okay. Now, what Greece really needs is to co-join democracy, dash and security. Now let's look at the meanings of the words. Okay. Opulence. Opulence means wealth. Okay. So what Greece really needs is democracy, security. Now wealth is nowhere connected to democracy and security. Okay. So opulence is wrong. Wealth is wrong. Okay. It is not connected. Completely different. Completely a different thing. Okay. What Greece really needs is to co-join democracy, prosperity and security. Democracy, well-being and security. Well-being is associated with human beings. So you cannot associate well-being with a country. Okay. You can associate well-being with the citizens of the country, but not with the country itself. When we are talking about democracy, we are talking about the country. Security of the country. So we cannot use well-being in that sense. So this is also incorrect. Democracy, welfare and security. Okay. In a dangerous mutable world with the help of dash citizens and responsible institutions. Responsible institutions and dash. So who will help Greece in attaining democracy, then security and all these things? Who will help? Responsible institutions and dash citizens. Now compliant means, compliant, this word compliant means submissive. Submissive, someone who easily agrees to others. Okay. So we do not need compliant citizens. What will we do with compliant citizens, submissive citizens? This is not a dictatorship. Okay, here we are talking about democracy, not dictator. We are not talking about a dictatorship, right? So this word compliant is also incorrect for the second blank. Compliant is incorrect. So option E is also incorrect. Okay, option D is incorrect because of the first word. So option C is the correct answer. So now let's see. What Greece really needs is to co-join democracy, prosperity and security in a dangerous mutable world with the help of knowledgeable citizens. So citizens should be knowledgeable and institutions should be responsible. Okay. Many political and business leaders recognize that prosperity within a rapidly changing global economy. So to gain prosperity in a rapidly changing global economy, the business leaders and many political leaders recognize that a country needs more, not country, an organization needs more dash workers, more knowledgeable workers. So prosperity means what? Prosperity means success, right? So to become successful, the organization should have knowledgeable workers. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. I hope this is clear. I hope it is clear that how we should eliminate the options. Okay, this thing you should understand, and this will really help you in your mains examination. In your mains examination, many a times you will not be able to understand the right answer, but this elimination method will help you to a great extent. Okay, fine. So accountable means answerable. A person who is accountable is answerable to someone. He has to justify his actions. Okay. Enlightened Enlightened means what? Enlightened means aware, educated. Okay, option C is the correct answer here. So with this, I'll end the session today. If you have enjoyed watching the session, please like the video, please share the video with your friends, and also please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to get notified for the upcoming videos, and don't forget to click the link in the description box. Click the link and enroll in the Unacademic Combat Test Series, okay, mock test, which will happen on 20th of December. Use the coupon code Annie to unlock the test, and the test is absolutely for free. Use the coupon code Annie to unlock it. Also, you can purchase Plus subscription using the coupon code Annie to avail a discount of 10%. Okay, so I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.